first order of business is the last time we spoke together, you were going through the top 10 picks of this year's draft, and we don't call it a mock draft with you, Mike. Here's what we're calling. Hold on a minute. Put it up on the screen. We're calling it the Mike Mayock draft. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's the Mike Mayock draft. And you had Jihad Campbell going to the Saints at 9. The Derek Carr news that it appears he might not be able to play in 2025. Does that affect anything you think in the Saints draft room strategy-wise here, Mike?
I think the only people that really know that are in that building. And when they acquired Derek, keep in mind that he had an AC joint problem in his shoulder in 23. The Saints are very aware about it, were very aware about it. I don't think it's a surprise. I think what intrigues me about it is that it just came out so publicly right now before the draft. So I don't know if, I don't know, A, the severity of it. I don't know, B, how content or not content Derek is in New Orleans. I do know that New Orleans restructured his entire contract to more cap room, which means they've effectively married him because they already paid out the entire contract for this year, all except for the veteran minimum of $1.2 million. So I think there's a lot more behind the scenes than we're aware of right now. And I'm not sure it affects their pick at number 9. I don't think Mickey Loomis is a panic guy. And right now I've got, in my mind, it's the top defensive player. They might go with a corner there. They could go with a defensive tackle, but I've got him going with the best player left on my board at that point on the defensive side, which is Jihad Campbell.
So you think that with the knowledge already about Carr's shoulder baked in, it's more of a, and again, I'm reading into what you're saying. You can obviously tell me. It's more of a Spencer Rattler versus Shedeur Sanders question than Derek Carr question, you think, Mike?
I think at this point, there are a couple things, Rich. One is, what is the veteran quarterback market? And it's decimated. Cleveland signed Flacco this past week. You're looking at what, Carson Wentz or Ryan Tannehill at this point. The Kirk Cousins thing as a division rival, doubtful, highly.
Right. And it's not just any division rival, too, man. Right. Like a Warren Place would have to freeze over before Atlanta and New Orleans did anything, right? To help each other out.
Yeah. So I kind of go, okay, at that point, if they were already going to take a quarterback at 9, if he was available, I don't think this changes it. And if they weren't going to take a quarterback at 9, I'm not sure this changes it either, because then they're reaching for a quarterback they didn't think highly enough of prior to that. So I kind of look at it and say, I think those second and third day quarterbacks are in play for a lot of people.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.